Hey, third hour students. It is Thursday morning, September 25. Can't be here at the start of class. I'm hoping I get there fairly soon, but just have a little bit of just helping a friend out. And so I am starting you guys off somewhere where I usually like to do this activity, this game, further on down. But because I'm not here and I haven't really taught you much about the Bill of Rights, just thought I'd have you play this game. It's called Do I Have a Right? You have a link in Google Classroom. You'll start it. It says iCivics there. And you want to play, first of all, no thanks. And then you're basically in a law firm and you're a lawyer. And you're trying to build this law firm up. Obviously, law is something where you, especially constitutional law, is where you represent people whose rights might have been violated by somebody, maybe a government, maybe a friend, neighbor. And then you take it to a lawyer and you say they're not following the Constitution. And then that lawyer will help you then take you to court to get your rights back. And so that's the little game you're going to play. So you are in this law firm and there you see it right here. We're going to do the Bill of Rights edition. Make sure you click on Bill of Rights edition, not the full edition. And then continue. You choose your person. There's nobody who looks like me. I'm very not represented in this thing, though I will choose some glasses here. And then I'll hit continue. And then you have to give it a name. You got to give yourself a stuffy lawyer name, like I am S. Paul Wida. Yeah, first initial, middle name, Wida. That's like a super lawyer name. S. Paul Wida. You can think of your own. And then you have to give yourself a constitutional amendment that you defend to begin with. So I'm going to start with the First Amendment, freedom of speech. There's a ribbon cutting ceremony, which is kind of fun. Here they come to cut the ribbon on their, and then you have to tell it to cut. There we go. And then you're going to go into your law office. Everyone's excited. So here you'll see your law office. And I'm going to just tell you the gist of it. Here I am, right here. I'm kind of circling this guy. When people come in the door, he has to greet them. They're going to tell which problem do they have. They're going to state some sort of problem. And first of all, you have to recognize it as a true constitutional problem that you can address. And then secondly, it has to fit the amendment that you've been credentialed in. So if it's a freedom of speech issue, then that's something we can deal with. If they come in and they say something that is a constitutional violation, like it's freedom of religion, but that's not what you do, you'll have to say, come back later. And then you have to try to do that, okay? So as people come in, you're going to greet them here. And then if they have a real issue, a constitutional issue, you'll take them over here and sit them next to one of your lawyers, and then they'll talk. And then when they're done, they'll go off to court. You'll go over here and click on them. They'll go off to court, and you'll win the case, and you get what are called prestige points. Okay. And by the way, if that lawyer is busy, you're going to take them over here and sit them on the couch. And you got to help them fairly soon, or they rage and then they leave. So here's somebody. And I'm trying to do this all while I'm talking on a computer. Yeah. So it says, after a guest speaker came to class, I blogged why I felt the speaker was totally wrong. He got really upset, and my principal ordered me to remove the blog entry and apologize. Do you have a right? Yeah, I think we can help with that. So I'm going to take them over here and have them meet with my First Amendment attorney. Okay? And this is a First Amendment right, so then I'll say match. And they're going to talk. Meanwhile, I got to go over here and talk to this new guy. And so they're going to go over here, and they're talking about reckless driving. And they want to make sure they're found innocent. And I'm going to be like, no, send them away. They're just distracting me. So, and when you do that right, you'll get points. I should get points. Maybe I already got points. So they're done. So I'm going to come over here and they're going to go off to court. Anyway, you are going to run this law office and advise people. By the way, you can like make your office cooler so that when people come in, they like it. Like you can have a pet cat or pet dog. You can have a water cooler. You can have a coffee maker. You can have Wi-Fi, and all of those things mean the people are happier when they come in and they're willing to wait longer, okay? Because sometimes you get backed up. When you finish a round and you have more prestige points, you can like hire more attorneys, and you should do that. After a while, you should have 6 attorneys here and try to earn as many prestige points as you can, okay? You're gonna play this for about a half an hour, and if I'm not back, at some point the substitute teacher will cut it off, and then you'll go on to something else. Anyway, it's just kind of a fun way to learn the amendments and maybe reinforce the amendments. Like I said, usually we do it later as a little bit more of a reinforcement, but we're going to do it in your class as kind of a learning. Just a fun game. Have fun talking to your friends. Let's see who gets the most prestige points. You'll make a screenshot of it and save it for me. So anyway, when you're done with that, you may watch a video from Constitution USA or USA for about half an hour or two as well, and that will be your day. I'm hoping I'm back, by the way, and then we'll start talking about your readings and defendant rights. So anyway, hope you have a good morning.